Hello everyone, this is Randy here. Another episode of Farming Simulator 15, and we are playing on the Idaho map. And before we get started here, I forgot to mention this last episode about the potatoes. So I'm going to mention it this episode here. I believe it was episode 10, I think. Episode 10, I believe, is when I went to sell the potatoes. Either at 9 or 10 there. Went to sell the potatoes, and obviously the game crashed. And the reason for that, at least from what I could tell anyway, is these trailers, I should say, the cat pack trailers. Both styles, this one and the other one we have. Yes, this one here. You put potatoes in these, and apparently the game crashes, at least on the Idaho map. So, just a FYI about that. Could be a mod conflict, or could simply be these trailers are bugged. I'm not sure which, but there is definitely a problem on this map with these trailers and potatoes. I did obviously sell the potatoes. I don't think I mentioned that, but I did sell them. And I used this John Deere trailer here. Seemed to work just fine. So, in fact, if you look at them, it looks like they're exactly the same trailer. So I'm not sure what the difference is. Yeah, they pretty much look identical. A few minor changes, but pretty much just a John Deere texture on that one. And that would be the that trailer right there that I was using. That seemed to hold potatoes, didn't crash the game, so sold all the potatoes that way. We have no potatoes left, I believe. I think I sold every one of them. Yes, I did. All gone. So anyway, this episode got a couple fields that need fertilizing. And I can just tab over there, I guess. Got the JCB here hooked up with the small fertilizer spreader. I believe I can hire a worker for this one. Yeah, it's just a normal hired worker. Obviously got the little tanker attachment on the front there. And interestingly enough, even with this sprayer, you can only go 7 miles an hour. So, kind of slow. Looks like I should have moved him over a little bit. Oh well, I guess there's nothing for him to crash into along the side of this field, so he should be okay. And then we got the big sprayer here. As you can see, I have started spraying this field already, partly done. And we got to fill it up again. Pretty much do one round, and you have to fill the sprayer up here, so you don't get very far at all. Makes it take quite a while to do the field because of that. Also, as you can see, we're doing halfway decent on the money. I went ahead and sold the wheat that we had. We still got canola yet. I have not sold that yet. We still got a little bit more canola to harvest yet, so I figured I'd wait to sell that. And yes, as you can see, we are stuck at 7 miles an hour with this one too. Interestingly enough, that must be the speed Giants has set for sprayers or something. Unfortunately, you cannot hire this one. I don't know why Giants didn't make the Pantera here hireable. It's kind of odd considering they made the other sprayer hireable. You can do it with Auto Tractor. I haven't actually tried it yet to see if it works well or not. Possibly it might work with Auto Tractor. Like I said, I haven't really tried it yet. I think on the Meg map I did try it and it worked so-so. It's one of those things that doesn't work really well with Auto Tractor. Yeah, as you can see, we are really burning through the spray here. Almost had the field in one more pass. You actually might need like a partial or something there to finish up the end, but we'll see how it goes. I have gotten field 6 is obviously replanted. Field 7 and 8 are also replanted. I believe field 10 needs to be replanted yet, and 13 is partially harvested. Crops are not fully grown yet on that field. And then the same thing with 1 there. Field 1 is not harvested yet. 35 and 36 are replanted, and 24 I have not bothered to replant yet. I'm not sure if I will. Kind of a odd-shaped field there. Oh, what are we, halfway maybe? Yeah, probably halfway. As you can see, it does take quite a while to spray a field with this. And obviously it does have quite a wide width, but the slowness really makes it take quite a while. And it's kind of odd considering, 7 miles an hour is pretty much, I think, the slow, except for harvesting, which is 6 miles an hour. 7 miles an hour is pretty much the slowest speed you can do anything at in this game. Cultivating generally 10 to 16 miles an hour. Same thing with planting. Plowing, same thing. Everything can be done faster. I think it should actually be the other way around. Cultivating, plowing, etc. should be slower, and the spraying should be faster. That makes you wonder about Giant's logic sometimes. And we're down to 57% spray there. So it uses almost half of it to make it across the field here. Obviously a good sized field here, but definitely not one of the bigger fields on this map. I mean, you got 39 and 31 down there, 26, 37, just to name a couple are bigger yet. Obviously I would assume those would take a lot of spray. Probably actually better off using the pellet fertilizer, to be honest. Probably actually would be easier. It actually might last longer too. I haven't actually taken the time to test it, but it wouldn't surprise me if it does. Back in 2013, that always used to be the advantage of spraying. The spray would actually last much, much longer than the pellet fertilizer would. You could probably spray anywhere from 3 to 4 times as much area as you could with a pellet one. And I don't remember what the speed was in 2013, but I'm pretty sure you can go a lot faster than 7 miles an hour. In fact, I know you can go faster than 7. I don't remember what speed it was again, but I know it was faster than 7. And I guess while we're heading down to the other end of the field here, we'll grab a couple of comments. Hadley was saying if anyone is getting FS15 on Xbox 360, as he pre-ordered it and should have it on May 19. So yes, for those who don't know, that Farming Sim for the Xbox and PlayStation is coming out. I'm guessing May 19. I don't remember the exact date, but Hadley here says he, or she, I guess, could be a she. My apologies if you are. Says he's looking for people to help him on his farm. Only requirement is he wants people to play seriously. So yeah, for those of you looking to play multiplayer, better hook up there. Yeah, apparently you're going to be able to play multiplayer on FS15 on the Xbox. I don't think you could in 2013 if I recall correctly. Oh, and our corn is starting to grow. That probably means our canola is now ripe, I'm guessing. Okay, we'll turn around here, do this last little strip. Go for that electric pole there. This is pretty much how I did this entire field. You know, I pretty much do one round, pull the truck up, refill it, and away you go again. Latio was asking, what time do you all usually get on the server? He's referring to the multiplayer server there, RDAllen multiplayer server. Myself, I'm usually on between, I will say between 3 and 8 Eastern Standard Time, 3 and 8 p.m. I'm usually doing the recording. I usually do that between 3 and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I might be on again later during the night. All depends what I have going on, obviously. That is usually when I'm on. Robert was saying the computer I'm using is a 3-year-old laptop. Says he's looking at a Cybertron desktop PC. Yes, that would be why you cannot upgrade your computer. Yeah, laptops don't make very good upgrade choices, that's for sure. Pretty much have to replace them. Yeah, that would explain why you're getting such poor performance, too. The laptops don't make great gaming choices, generally speaking. Okay, we'll get to the end here and see what else we have to do. See how far that JCB is getting on his field as well. Can't even see it from this distance. Oh well. Obviously I did have a head start on him, but I also have a much larger field. In fact, I've probably sprayed about the entirety of field 7 here on this field, I'm guessing. This will be a total of 120 meters of width here, plus however long this field is. I'm not entirely sure on that. If the GPS mod there, it's got a countdown. I don't know if that's in meters or not, but it says we got 200 meters left to go yet. Probably safe to say, oh, we've probably covered at least 400 or 500 meters so far. So this field's maybe 750 meters long. A lot of square foot of coverage there. Just assuming the measurement there on the GPS mod is meters anyway. Maybe it's not. I have no idea, really. Not sure how one would really check that either. And the number I'm talking about here is the little number that's counting down there on the right hand of the GPS mod. As we got 40 left to go now. 30. 20. And there we go. So it looks like 650 there. It's at 640. I'm assuming that'll be 0 once we reach the other end of the field here. You know what? I'll just drive on the field so we can see what count down. Yeah, if you get off the field, it'll stop counting down, obviously. Looks like we need to give this thing a bath. Now, driving in the cab here reminds me it would be really, really cool if that Amazon screen there, the GPS screen, would work. That'd be really cool. It's interesting to see if some mod authors can make that happen. That'd be cool. In my opinion, anyway. I mean, obviously I'm using the GPS mod, which, you know, works the same way. But if someone could actually figure out how to actually make that screen there work. Oh, you're stuck, aren't you? Wondered if that would happen. Oh, looks like I got quite a few tractors pulled up by the wash already. Oh, maybe I'll do that later. Is that where he was the first time we went past? I don't think so. Probably gonna get stuck one more time here yet if I... Ooh, he's empty too. Let's refill him. I know you can hire a worker without having to refill, but I think it is a little cheaper, I'm guessing, to fill it up yourself. And I could bring the truck over, but the refill point's right in here, so... Okay, fill that and switch to the front and refill that as well. You do need to refill both of them separately, I've noticed. That is not refilling. How come oh, maybe I'm not in the... Ah, that's why. Okay. There's a little, oh, can I get out? Yes, I can. Little gauge right there that shows it filling up. That's pretty cool. Same thing on the back there as well. Right up there, you can see it's all the way up. Other interesting looking controls. There's a lot of controls right here, actually. Okay, let's see. Where did it leave off? Okay, well, hire him, and away he goes. Might be able to finish this in one pass, maybe. Doesn't have that much more to go. Oh, not that truck, this truck. We'll just shut that one off. And we'll hop over to... not that one. That one. The Case Magnum 380. And for you guys that have been watching the Idaho series before, you may notice something a little different. That's right, I switched out the case here for a different Case Magnum 380. I think the tires on this one look a little more appropriate for a dual. Yeah, it's got the duals on it that are spaced out a little bit. The row crop tires. I think that looks a little more appropriate than the tires that were on it before. They were kind of smashed together. I didn't think that really looked proper, in my opinion. This looks a little more correct. I'm not exactly sold on the red rims, but I guess it works. So, on that exact same tractor, it's just a Case Magnum 380 with duals. They're just the roll crop instead of the, I think those were kind of flotation tires on the other one that were duals. If we go to, yeah, the Case Magnum 380, it simply had duals of what is currently already on the tractor. Didn't really quite look correct to me for being duals. Anyway, also got it at the store here because I want to buy something else. We're going to head to the cultivator category, I believe. Actually, no, not the cultivator category. We're headed to the plow category, where I have a John Deere 2720 disc ripper. A couple of you guys, I believe, suggested this to me a couple episodes back. Thought it was a very nice looking disc slash ripper slash cultivator. It's designed to do a seedbed preparation in one pass. So you kind of got your disc, your chisel plow, all in one unit here. Very mean, wicked looking. I was going to call it a cultivator. I'm not exactly sure what you'd call this. Kind of one of those combination units of cultivator, chisel plow, disc. Generally mean, nasty soil mechanism. Horsepower wise, I think it said quite a bit. Yes, it recommends 500 horsepower. So we don't quite have that, but our Case Magnum here is pretty close. Yes, mod author didn't mention that. The tires on this unit, when you hook it up at the store for the first time, it's got a slight technical issue, I guess. I believe it was just fold it out, fold it back in, and it's good to go. So, yep. From what I understand, the mod author could not figure out why it does that the first time. If I understand it correctly, it doesn't do it again just the first time when you purchase it. So, you should be good to go. And we'll see if our Case Magnum here can pull it. Hopefully it can. Otherwise, we are going to have to look at a bigger tractor. And unless we go really big, I don't think we have any bigger tractors. Have to get up into the articulated tractors. Or I do have one John Deere tractor that would be big enough as well, the 9560. I forgot to look for our canola. It should be ready. That field's ready, so I would assume this field's ready as well. As you can see, I did harvest most of it. Not quite all of it. I pass it. I did. Too busy looking over at this field here, and I passed the entrance to the field I was heading to. Please wait while I back down the road here. I think there's no traffic on this road. Okay, let us get the combine going here a moment before we start on that. Just got a little bit left in this field, as you can see. So I need to get a tractor over here. Let's grab... Yes, we'll grab the John Deere. Not sure why he has that diff lock on, but we'll shut that off. Let's park this cultivator up here a moment. Don't notice that unless you're actually driving in the cab. It's like, oh yeah, that steering wheel don't quite look right there. We still have the 7200 yet. Yeah, we haven't lost that tractor yet, so should probably put it to work before we do. I'm not sure how much time we have left on it yet. I would have to check. Probably should do that. And I did initially have the Case Magnum 380 on the overloading wagon. It's not on it anymore, so that's why I'm taking the John Deere here. Put it back on the overloading wagon. Or auger wagon. It's like so many names for that thing. Depending on what country and where you're from and what neck of the woods. People call it different things. Okay, you stopped. Really? I love a good explanation as to why, because you're clearly sitting right in the canola. Yeah, he's almost done here. We'll wait till he's done and bring him over to the next field here. Not sure if that'll work or not, but let's try going this way on the field. At the very least, I think we'll need a headland. Most of the electric poles here you cannot drive through, so you will get caught on those. Okay, let's give our new... while we're here, how much time is left? Rent time, 17 hours, huh? Okay, that's quite a bit of time yet. Didn't think it'd be that much time. Okay. Let's fold this monster out. It's really not that wide of a cultivator. There's definitely wider cultivators out there. In fact, our other cultivators are probably actually wider than this one is. Set up the GPS mod here too. That looks pretty good to me. 10.5 meters. That is definitely not 10.5 meters. Maybe it is. Let's recalculate it here, because that, yeah, okay, it says it's 10.5. As long as it covers that entire distance, I guess. As you guys can probably tell, it is plowing in the front. That's probably not entirely correct, because the plowing actually doesn't really happen until you get to these bits right here. The actual rippers. And then you kind of got some more cultivating action going on in the back. But it's still pretty cool. Combination plow, disc. I really shouldn't say plow, more of a chisel plow type thing. Ripper. 5 mile an hour. Okay, this is clearly going to take a while. I'll have to say, I generally don't pay too close attention to the angle of the disc. And why did we stop? Oh, we are spinning a tire. Wow. Let's do some diff locks then. Come on, it's for diff locks. We shouldn't be spinning no tires. I like to point out too that the one outer dual is spinning, not the inner one quite so much. That's kind of weird. Anyway, what was I saying before that? Oh yeah, the angle of the discs here. It seems like a pretty aggressive angle to me. Yeah, it seems like a really aggressive angle. Yeah, clearly we are going to need a bigger tractor. A much bigger tractor. And for that, I think we're going to need some money. So, I think that's going to require some more harvesting. I do have the canola yet. But yeah, that's not going to get us a whole lot. Maybe another $100,000, $200,000 at the most. Oh well. We can always rent a larger tractor too, I suppose. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, maybe we'll look into that in a moment once we get to the end here. Of course, if we rent a larger tractor, that means it's going to cost quite a bit of rent too. Yeah, that is one mean-looking cultivator. I have to say that. John Deere 20, was it 2720, if I remember correctly. It doesn't actually have the numbers on it, does it? Ah, there it is, 2720. Okay, before we end the episode here, let's just take a quick look at tractors. And I know I got a couple large. Ah, there they are. Not that one. There's the one. Oh, it's not too bad. 31,000. We could definitely afford that. Should be a... Ah, there it is. Tracked one as well. I think we'll go with the two-wheel... Or not two-wheel. The big four-wheel drive one. Articulated. Yeah, maybe we'll look into that next episode. So yeah, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.